long enough. Now, at last, it ends. Been a thorn in my side long enough. Now, at last, it ends.
Up and about again. And scholarship waits for no man's nap time.
I will not bow my head to you. Neither will I grovel or beg.
Give yourself up, and we'll treat you with respect.
You mistake me. I do not concede defeat to the Legion. So you need not offer terms. My gods have not abandoned me. Not yet. They dance like shadows at the corner of my eye. And they whisper in my ear. I will go before the gods of my mother. Appeal to them for aid. And call her fallen sisters back from death. And when I return, we shall drive you from this kingdom that is mine by right.
Where is Jane? Is she...
Vanished. She went to find her mother's gods, to appeal to them for help.
But they are long dead. Unless she means... The forest. The place you call the Mournweald. It grew from a seed of the first creation. Perhaps it contains an echo of our gods.
And this seed, could it take the form of a tree?
I don't know. None of us were able to enter the forest, except for Jane's mother, and Jane herself. But I suppose it would take an appropriate form. If it gave birth to a forest, it might appear as a tree, yes.
Are you saying that your gods aren't dead? A part of them lives on?
Any fragment of the first creation would contain all the power of our gods, and perhaps a remnant of their minds as well. They would only exist as a potential, a possibility, but even in such a reduced state, they would be strong.
So the visions that Jane sees, the voices that speak to her in her mind...
They might be real, not dreams born of madness at all. The souls of our gods may be speaking to her, guiding her. But Jane's purpose, to take this kingdom as her own, that is hers alone. Our gods would never have counseled her thus. Perhaps her mind is shaping them, more than they are shaping her.
She thinks she can restore the other Archons to life with the help of her gods.
Our legends say that no Archon could ever truly die. Their fires could always be kindled again if our gods willed it so. If Jane restored them all to life, she would have an army behind her.
Just how many Archons were there when your gods were alive?
We counted ourselves as numerous as the stars in the sky. Indeed, the stars were fashioned in our honor, one for each of our sisters. Or so the stories tell us.
We've got to follow Jane. How can we get to the Mournweald from here?
Jane built this place on the ruin of a Legion stronghold. I've seen one of your causeways in the dungeon below. The gate was hidden behind a locked door, but Jane entrusted her handmaids with a key. I have it here.
I tried not to harm the other Archons, but I couldn't be sure they survived.
Thank you. They are alive, all of them. Soraya is with them now. I know my sisters. They'll see Jane's defeat as a sign that she led us astray. None of us will follow her again.
Now that Jane has fled, where will you and your sisters go?
We'll wait here for news. You cannot blame us if we hope that Jane might still be saved.
Martin, what about our army? Has the battle ended?
We've won, but only thanks to you. A few of Jane's people surrendered. The others all fled.
You're too humble, Martin. I didn't win your battle for you.
No, I don't mean to be modest. We held our own, but we'd never have swept them off the field. When the fire burst from the top of the tower, the fighting nearly stopped, with everyone straining to see. Then the fire went out, and Jane's army knew that she'd lost. They ran like autumn leaves before a storm.
Can we take the elevator down to the dungeon?
Yes. No need to stop in the chancel. It will take you all the way to the dungeon below.
I'm with you. Let's go and see if this causeway is still intact.
If you spare Jane's life, she can still atone for all she's done.
Made it out alive, did you? Not bad. Since you did old Fitch a favor, let old Fitch do one for you. Got some good stuff here. I'll sell it cheap.
I'd consider his offer. You won't have another chance to buy weapons or gear before you face Jane.
I've still got some. I've still